wanted to ask firstly, I mean, for you, what are the main messages of this sort of way of working, of thinking and acting politically in development?
Okay, well, thank you for asking. I think there are three things that I would identify. First is the message that implementing TWP is not about doing a one-off piece of political economy work. It's about daily interpretation of what's going on in the country where you're working. So that's the first thing. Second thing, it's about interests, incentives, and institutions. So it's about the 3I. And the third message really is that it's all about local context and local content. Without that, TWP is never going to get anywhere.
And so, from those messages you take, I mean, for practitioners and policymakers, I mean, what are the implications of this way of thinking about development?
The headline is, despite the major benefits of the project framework, the fact that it makes one think logically about the impacts of your intervention, I think the implications are, first of all, we need to be much less prescriptive in identifying our activities and our outputs. Second, much more flexible in the way we release resources and the way we manage the initiative. And the third implication is that if you maintain a focus on the goal, and you know what your problem is, and you work iteratively as I've just suggested, then the process of design, monitoring, and implementation become the same thing. Because you're learning from implementation, you're constantly redesigning the initiative as you go forward.
What are the main messages you take from the discussions today?
The main messages are, at one level, thinking and working politically is obvious. Development is contested, it's challenging, there are lots of different interests involved, but despite the fact that at one level it's obvious, there is still great, I don't know whether I'd say resistance, but there is reluctance fully to embrace it, in the sense that at the senior most level of our bureaucracies, the desire is for results, to demonstrate effectiveness, and to spend the money. Now, this sort of approach doesn't lend itself to that certainty and that surety. It's more experimental in learning by doing. So that remains a challenge. Second challenge is that inevitably bureaucracies, public sector bureaucracies, are to a great extent risk averse. So this is asking decision makers to take a risk. Now, rhetorically, major development agencies at the moment, they will support that. But when it comes to signing off money, well, it could be risky. That's a real challenge. So I think that's one of the major messages of today. And the third message is that there are different representatives around the table. Think tanks, civil society, academics, practitioners. And in this agenda, they've all got a different role to play. Civil society can ask sorts of questions and encourage interventions to go in a particular way and to lobby, to advocate particular ways of doing business. But it's much more difficult for those inside the bureaucracy. So a recognition that thinking and working politically needs to embrace that range of interests to ensure that whatever intervention you design as a result of it is much more inclusive, done in partnership than the old model of state to state.